We're at a really unique restaurant today. It's half city, half country, and all the idea of one even more unique couple. Part chefs, part greeters, even part busboys. Ron and his wife Terry Gillian do a little bit of everything at their wildly popular Roxy restaurant in Sacramento.
It's nice to be able to wear different hats and not be tied down to the same thing every day. Both in the restaurant and in the agricultural industry, things change daily, and no day is the same. There's always something different that goes on, whether good or bad.
But their jobs don't just end at the restaurant. When the last customers have folded up their napkins and put their forks down, this couple is on to their next job. That's right, in addition to being full-time restaurateurs, they are also full-time ranchers. At their Lucky Dog Ranch in nearby Dixon, the couple often begins and ends each day with their aptly named dog Lucky and tend to a herd of 3,500 strong. You see, Ron and Terry consider being at the ranch more cathartic than chaotic, and for both, it's actually a return to where they came from. Ron grew up on a farm in Ireland, Terry on a ranch in Colorado.
And when we met each other, we were dressed like this. So I thought, wow, I'm meeting the sophisticated guy that knows nothing about ranching and farming, that's dressed to a T, and I think he thought the same of me. And then over the course of time, we find out we're just really two little farm kids at hand.
They're both a 24/7, 7-day-a-week business, which most people think we're crazy for jumping into these two businesses, that you cannot really get away or just say we're going to disappear for a month, because you can't. But we love it. We're crazy.
Crazy, but also content, because the couple takes great pride in their beef program at the ranch. They handpick the best animals and raise them on a steady diet to achieve the tenderness and marbling that diners want in a prime cut of beef. But they also have a personal satisfaction in seeing the animal through from start to finish and knowing they are treated with respect and dignity.
Absolutely. More and more people today want to know not only where their food comes from, but how the animal was treated. Come on, girls. Come on, girls. Come on, girls. We know each animal's birthday. We know its daddy. We know its mommy. We can trace everything back to the original of the animal.
The natural beef at the Lucky Dog Ranch fits in perfectly at the restaurant, where their theme is Paris meets the West. Part fancy, part farmy, this unique food fusion is catching on here. They celebrate the American West with a brand of cooking that reinterprets the familiar staples of the prairie. Chili, burgers, and tri-tip are the norm at Roxy, but they all have the couple's own spin on it, much of which they get from working out on the prairie, so to speak, and by highlighting the efforts of many of their friends and fellow farmers and ranchers in the area.
Well, it's always nice to know where your food is born, raised, grown. We're both born and raised on farms, per se, and when you grow up on a farm, you taste the eggs that are laid that same day.
And while they may just think of themselves as two little farm kids, this couple has a culinary talent that is exceeding even their own expectations. Roxy is actually their second restaurant in Sacramento, and it's based on their fundamental beliefs that if you start with good quality products, you don't need to fuss too much with anything else. It's a concept that has been wholeheartedly embraced by diners.
It's a blending of both of them, comfort and sophistication.
And by executive chef Danny Origel, who has worked with the couple since they first began their restaurant careers in Sacramento.
Yes, I think they have a great background in food, and obviously a great background of not only where the meat comes from, but actually know what it takes to raise an animal and to get that great product. I have to say they're one of the greatest people I've known. We discuss everything like we were family.
And fans don't necessarily have to dine at the restaurant to get a taste of Lucky Dog Ranch beef either. They're now being sold at Sacramento farmers markets and at some retail locations around the area. And while their philosophy of keeping the menu as local as they can isn't a new one, it is being taken to a new level here. It's about supporting good food, good people, and a good way of life, all of which this special couple gets to surround themselves with at both of their jobs.
just getting out there on the ranch, or just getting out there where there's nothing around you but beautiful pasture land, some good-looking cows, and open sky is such a great feeling too. So life is good.
Vacation for me is laying on the back of a pickup watching the sky in the middle of a field of cows.
Sometimes with you.